Hello again and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be working on some fun projects, things that I've used before using 6x6 pieces of paper. We got a ton of them out there. As you well know, everybody does, and even if you don't have 6x6, you have 12x12s, so you can cut those down to 6x6, and yeah, lots of fun. Not sure how many ideas I have. I've been collecting them for a while. Not sure how many to get through for the video, so I can't say that I'm going to have X number yet, but it'll be in the title, so you know already how many ideas I have, even though I might not. Some of them are a little bit simpler, some a little more complicated, but I'm not going to try to go too depth in them, and I don't believe I'm going to decorate any of them because I just want to do the ideas. Okay, all right, so the first one we're going to start out with is fairly simple. It is these pockets, and they go on a page like this or like this. Cute, right? So all you need to do is take 6x6. Now if you have single-sided and you want two different ones, you probably should take two different papers, but I found one that is double-sided here, and if I could figure out which way is up on these flowers, yeah, that looks pretty good. All we're going to do is cut them in half, so they're 3x3, and I'm going to use this right here is a rounder, a corner rounder, notch rounder. I've used it a lot of times to make my tabs on this. You can use the regular circle punch if you want to, but I thought that was kind of interesting the way it looked like that, so I'm going to do that now. Like I said, one is going to be upside down, one is going to be the correct way, and I'm going to find a pen. I'm going to try to center this as best as I can, and since this is going to get glued to a page, I'm going to make a mark back here. There we go. And I'm going to center it as best I can and notch it out, and then we're going to do the same on here. But I'm not going to mark that one because there we go. I guess it didn't have the correct leverage on there because it got a little bit uncut properly. All right, so I can a lot of times I will also take my rounder and with just like the medium one around the edges near the top, just to make it a little bit more finished. So I'm going to take care of that. And there you go. Attach that to a page, glue on three sides, glue on three sides, and you've got a tuck here and a tuck there. You can do it either way, whichever way you want. Oh, that would go this way because I put the mark there. Oops, not helpful. There we go. Yeah, simple, right? Okay, idea one, done. All right, the next idea is also using my corner rounder. I've done a video on this, just in case you didn't see it, it's a quick video. This was a 6x6 piece of paper, and it looks kind of weird, but what it is get my page back, is this, where it is an over the page tab. So real simple to do. This was a leftover piece from something else. It is not the true 6x6. It is 6 by about 4.5. Yeah, 6 by 4.5. So all I did was fold it in half, and I did bone fold it. Now hopefully this is pretty thick. Hopefully it's going to cut. But all I did on these, and I'm going to do my right hand because I had a feeling it was going to be, yeah, put 2 notches in there, find my big scissors, and then I cut the tabs away. Now this is how you normally make a tab file folder, but since you're doing it in the fold, I called it like a reverse file because normally you see the tab on this part, but since it's a reverse one, this stays together, and then you can put it on to a page. Glue it even. Got the tab sticking out like that. Tab sticks out, and you've got a tuck and a tuck. So simple, easy, right? And if you use the full 6x6 piece here, you got a lot of place to decorate. You still have some on this that's 4.5 for that, but definitely got a lot of place to be able to decorate. And it's a nice size to still be able to tuck into it. This version I did cut one down to do an up tuck. Same premise for that, and oh, I don't think I did that. So to get that roundness of the corner, when you take your notch punch, you just put it so the edge is halfway through. So you're only cutting half the notch, and it does that little swoop. Come on. All right, halfway through and swoop. So you get the little swoops in there like that. Fun, right? Okay, that one's done. All right, so for the next one, this is similar to a, I don't know if I'm gonna need that anymore. Put that away for a minute. This is similar to an envelope, but it uses 2 pieces of double-sided paper. And if you can pick ones that are kind of opposite in color, that is a good thing, because then they look good folded together. And scoreboard. Crash. All right, so for this this one, it's hard, the green one, we are just going to score it in half. And so the 6x6, we're going to score it at 3. And for this purple one, we're just scoring it at 2. So one scored at 3, one scored at 2. All right, let's do it that way. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, don't know if I need that anymore. Put that away. Okay, now I also did, which is not necessary, the fancy punch for the top of this. And I did grab out my fancy punch. So we're going to go ahead and do it because, you know, fancy, fun. One shy. I hate when that happens. Flip it this way. It gets a little harder to do it when it gets near to the end, because you can't really push it up because this little piece gets loose. Okay. Whoops. A couple more pieces hanging out there. All right, so this is as simple as just nestling this inside of here to make the pocket and going that way. Now, depending on how you want it, if you wanted to have the pocket is fancy, you could do that. I like the simpler version of this. A bit of florals does stick out. So if we want a thumb hole on these pockets, we're going to want to do that before we glue it. Oop, should have done them together. There we go. Not that it really matters because they're on opposite sides, but I know they're even-ish. so we're gonna take our glue, hiding behind the book page, there we go. And it is a simple, simple glue down of making pockets. So we're just gonna wanna glue that and that. On this side, I'm going to throw some glue, in the crease. I don't think the things would slip through from front to back, but just kind of give it a little extra barrier to not have it slip through. Now, if you wanted it to be inked, you would do that beforehand. Again, didn't do it because around the edges if you want to. And I'm not going to because when I open it's going to be a weird divot, as I was just thinking about that. You can do the bottom if you want though. Probably should have waited till the glue was a little more dry, but yeah, so now you have an envelope pocket like that and that. You could also make this a flip, attach this as a flip in a journal where you glue this, and you don't, like I said, if you don't want to do the fancy part, you don't have to. You can glue those two, make a side tuck, or just glue the bottom for a top tuck. And then this side, you have a tuck there. And then when you open it up, you have a tuck in there. Lots of room to decorate, lots of fun, right? Easy, cute. Okay, that one is done. All right, so onward and upward. Now, the next thing that I'm going to work on is I've done this before, and I'm going to show it one more time, but then I got a twist on it that makes it a little bit different. So this is the first version that I did a while back. I'm not going to make this one because the other one I want to make it's going to take a little longer, and I want to do that one from start to finish. But I'm going to include this one as one item. This is just 2 sheets of paper, and again, if you want to get kind of opposite colors, that's probably not a bad idea because they're going to be flip-flop like that. They are, that's probably what we got, 1.5, and then at 2.5 is the score marks for these, and maybe I will do it real quick. It really doesn't take that long. Okay, so we just want to make sure this is going to fold this way. Okay. All right, so the first one is going to be at 1.5, and that is going to fold in like that. And I was flipping around to see, because I wanted to have it go this way, so I wanted to, since I'm doing it in reverse, I had to flip it in my head. And then the second one is going to be at 2.5. So I didn't pick the easiest things to go correctly. Up there's the bird, so that's upside down. That's the correct side. So we want to go that way. So this go this way. Then this is going to be 2.5. Okay. All right. So this is going to be the 2.5. And you can tell on my, I did misscored the practice one. Okay, so now you can see that they're opposite, and that's why I did them going that direction, and to make sure that they are up and down, to do it that way. So yeah, if you do your fold at facing you, the 1.5, the one that you want on top, that's going to be the 1.5. You know that's going to be the one facing you, and then you want the second one up. You do that at 2.5, and you can go opposite like that. We would do, I'm not going to glue it because it's very similar to the other one where we just did the envelope pocket, but I put the notches in there. I did line them up, so I did put them like that, and I did those notches, and then just to make sure they're lined up. That one, and this one. Okay. All right, so there we go. I'm gonna glue just the ends down, and there you go. Cute, right? Okay. All right, that one is done. Now, the next one I have is going to involve a little bit of cutting, and I probably should have just used those without. Let me get a different pad. Okay. All right, so the next thing that we're going to make is this, which is very similar to what we just did with the folds, except it is has some ribbon on the sides to keep it secure. Cute, right? Now, I am going to take a different approach on these because maybe I'll do 2 of those. All right, so these are actually, to make it, because it's a pocket going this way, I did cut it down to 4 inches. And I have leftover 2-inch strips that could easily be made into some sort of tag or journal card or something, belly band, something like that. So we are going to have a piece that goes away from there. So we're going to go ahead and take, I'm just going to cut these 2 together. Side off, so I'm going to cut this down to 4. So that would be the spare tag I have. And for this one, we'll go back. Okay, and another one. Okay, seems like this got a little bit of its. Didn't get cut. This was a 12 by 12 to start. So. Okay, so we have this, and we're going to do the similar thing where we do the fold in half and fold it up. So again, it's going to be the 1 1/2 and 2 1/2 folds. So we're going to want to see, that could be fun for going up. So we're going to count that as the 1 1/2. That is gonna, fold up, and then this is gonna be the 2 1/2. So we're gonna need to have it go this way, so that it goes in like that. So two and a half. Yeah, so now we have opposites of what it is. Okay, now what is different about this is, like I said, how we're going to not glue it. So I'm going to put this glue away. I am going to round the corners with just, I think I'll just do the medium one. I am doing 2 at a time, just to make it a little quicker. And it's thicker cardstock, but not horrendous cardstock. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the holes, done with this, we're going to put the holes in there so we can string it up. Now, we are going to, I'm going to use my Craftideas, the bigger hole, so I can have thread through there. And you can use a regular hole punch. And we're just going to put them kind of up in the corner, but not too close because we don't want the string to rip. And we are going to go through both layers at once because we're going to string from inside to outside. Okay, and we're going to come to this side and do the same thing. Okay. Now, one thing I forgot to do was grab some ribbon to put through there, similar to that. So let me grab something. All right, I think pink might be fun. Feel strong enough? Yeah. Okay. So the way you do it is we're going to get those lined back up together, and we are going to go thread it in and out. Now, if you want to glue these together, you can, but once this has been stitched, it's actually pretty strong. And we're going to go ahead and pull it. Like that. Now, of course, I didn't get my Fabri-Tac out, so I'm going to tip it. And I'll go ahead and string the other, and then we'll leave a tail on each end. Figure out if I want to cut it off. Like this one, I ended up cutting it off for it because it wasn't wrapping very well, and then I just have the tippy top on here. So haven't decided what I'm going to do with that top yet. Okay, so again, we're gonna go up, down, up, down. Now you can use any sort of twine. I got baker's twine, I could have used that. I probably, if I would have done the baker's twine, I would have done a smaller hole, but I figured I was going to do some sort of fluffy fiber, so I wanted a bigger hole. But if you were gonna, oops, stuck. But if you're gonna do something like, you know, baker's twine like this, you don't need a big hole. You can just use a small hole. Maybe double it up, put in, fold it in half and do 2 layers. Do some flat ribbon. Like I said, that was rickrack. That worked pretty well. It was flat in there, so that was fun. All right, so let's just cut that off. Now, gonna go ahead and just glue this. I could probably use the art glitter glue to do this, but it always seems like fabric glue works pretty well for these, and I'm just gonna wrap it around the back. And just throw a little glue in between there, just to make it stay. Put a little glue there. And add a little glue back there. Cut a little of this off. Now, you do not have to glue down your ribbons, but they could slide out. So this way you're just helping it stay in place. And I think I'm going to glue these back. when you go to attach the pocket for this, when you have something like this, you are going to have a little less space. It's just going to want to go between there, but that's okay. Make sure it's dry here a second before I show you the pockets. But yeah, so the pockets are pretty well stuck in there. They're not going to want to come out. And you'll be able to put some stuff in there. And like I said, if you glue that down, that'll actually make it be a little bit raised, hard to tell, but it'll be a little bit raised off the page, and it'll be very easy to stick items in the back. So, cute little fun pocket, right? I like them. Okay. All right, onward and upward to the final one. Okay, so the final one is this. Now this is very similar to the ones that I just did where they are folded over, but these are not folded over. These are individually cut. Now I have done the one that was similar to that. Let me grab it. I have done this one where I've individually cut the 5-inch piece, a 4-inch, 3 and a 2-inch piece, and then glue them on top of each other. I have done that, but I found that doing this folded is just as easy and coordinates well. If you do the single cuts, you can do it. It, like I said, ends up just splitting it in half, so it can be done. But for this one, we have to cut them. So we are going to, and I'll show you my cut pieces here, and then I'll show you the secret to it. So this is the opposite of this one. So I took the purple one and I cut a 1-inch strip off, so I have a 5-inch. And then I took this pink one and cut a 2-inch strip off and have a 4. This one cut in half, 3 by 3. Actually, I think that's a different one. But you cut one 3 by 3, and then this one you cut the 4 and you have the 2, and the last one you have a 5 and 1. And you can mix and match how they go, but they end up stacking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to show you how I'm gluing them together, but the fun part is this becomes a secret hidden spot. So it looks like you've got some things stuck in there. That's probably too big. It looks like you have some things stuck in there, but it is really not. It is a secret tab, and I also included it so that it does that. And we've got that fun pockets there. That's similar to the one we did on the other. So this is kind of like a culmination of all the fun. Okay, I'm going to show you how to put this together. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to tape this back one to the next one. Now you're going to need some washi tape. You just need some ugly washi tape. It'll never be seen. You can't see this one unless you flip it over, because it's going to be glued down to a book. So if you are going to hand this out as Happy Mail and you want to put something pretty there, you can. But if you know it's going to go into a journal, then don't worry about what color it is. So I have this just washi tape I pulled out. There we go. Okay, so I flip this over, and I probably should throw some glue on here. Last thing I need to do is have this washi tape not stick. Okay. Oops. All right, I'm going to do my best to put this on half. And then we're going to take the next one, and be careful if there's a pattern which way it goes, you're not flipping it upside down. And we are going to line it up there. I'm gonna ever so slightly pull it away from there because if it's butted up, it's not gonna wanna fold very well. Yeah, it appears I didn't put this in half very well, but it'll be okay. Gonna snap the tape off, 2 ends, and there we go. That is the first page. And we're going to just continue on with the rest of these, gluing these on. I'm going to use our glitter glue so it's strong. Now, if you want to put thumb holes, do that before you glue them in. If you want to ink, do it before you do that too. Okay, so we're going to hold the thumb hole because we don't want to glue that side. And we're going to glue the 3 sides onto there. All right, so it ended up being just a tad crooked. It's hard to tell, but you can go back afterwards, and I did on that one, and just slice it off a little bit. All right, so if we wanted to put a notch on this one, we could. And, oh, there it is. You put a notch or put a, what do you call it? Circle, however you want that to go. Oops, not that glue. And final one, I'm not going to put a notch in there because my goodness, that is, I would ink it just so you could see it a little bit. It is tiny. The notch should be practically the whole strip. Okay. On this one, I did go through before I attached them, and I did around the edges. I didn't do that just because of time for this one, but that would be something if you wanted to do. You can go ahead and round them. Okay, so for this part, you want to have a separate piece of paper, and appears I used them all up in my samples. Okay, so you can cut 2 of them, or just 1 of them and overlap it, and I'll show you what I mean as soon as I can get my cutter. There it is. Okay, we are going to cut it in half at the 3-inch mark. Okay, so for this, there's a piece under here, and then there's a piece up here. So, like I was saying, if you want to use the same one, you can do that. And if you had double-sided, you could reverse it, which I don't, to make it a little less obvious that it's there. I like that one in front. I am going to grab a different one just to I've almost gone through this whole paper pad. Running out of options, as they say. Okay. That'll look cute. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one. All right, so I'm gonna cut this one in half. And I think what happened is I went kind of a little bit crazy and I took my halves that were these and I ended up cutting them into tags somehow, probably. Okay. All right, so we're gonna glue this one down first, and it can be fully glued down because nothing is going behind it, in it, around it. It is just to add some decoration. Okay, and then this, if you want to do a notch, we'd want to do it now. I did a notch here, and I think I'm gonna do it with a circle right up there. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and for this, we're gonna do the 3 sides again for the pocket. Okay. Right? Cute. Now, for this, as you can see, I just took the 12 by 12s and we just cut them in half and rounded them to make tabs. So figure out what you want to have the tab looking like, that it was sticking out. Like that. If you want to have that sticking out, then you want to put that on there. If you want to have something plain, go ahead and stick that out. Now I did on this, I glued 2 of them together face to face because white-sided, but if you've got something that's double-sided, you do not have to do that. There we go. I think I'm gonna do, I know, probably think it's weird that I'm getting rid of the flowers and just doing the white, but I think there's quite a bit of flowers on here already. And this way, what's gonna be sticking out is a white tab that can be stamped on or decorated or what have you. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is pick a place that would look like it would be a nice nice area, and I'm just gonna put some glue on there. Oh, and that's what I didn't do. Oh, let's clean that off. Okay. All right, so in this one, I made it so it was a tab. So, get that dried off. So all I'm gonna do is we're gonna put a line going down here and a line on the bottom and slam it down. Okay, so now we will have a tuck spot there and a card spot there to be able to put journal cards, whatever in, and then here we have fun tuck spots, one tuck spot, and And I'll cut those in half to make those a tuck spot. Right? Cute, huh? Secret hidden spot. So as you can say, like I said, I think this probably dried enough. It's a little bit out of whack. So I could probably take my scissors and try to cut it. This is probably going to be too thick, but we're going to try and just ever so slightly take a little bit off. And oh, much better. Yeah, now it's more even. Okay. Middle one is still a little whack. Okay. Yeah. Cute. There it is. It's a little easier to find now that I stuck the charms on there. I still tend to lose it though, but and tend to forget to glue it or pin it and it gets stuck. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, so there that is. Like I said, you can send this as Happy Mail or attach it to a book page. It will fit because it is 5 inches and a lot of book pages are 5.5. You can attach it down. You could attach it so the 3 sides are hooked, and then you can make a spot right there, and then you would never know that it flips out. Cute, right? I love it. Okay. Whew. I am not sure how many of those were. We got one idea. And this guy, 2 ideas. And this guy, 3. This folded guy, not glued together, is 4. These matching pockets is 5. The fold over reverse is 6. 6 ideas, not too bad. I didn't think I'd make it to 6, so lots of information there. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and ask me. I know I went through some of these pretty fast, but like I said, a lot of them have been around for a while. These are just the ones that I like to use the most, and yeah, I thought I'd put them all together in one video. I especially like the last one I did. That one is definitely going to be fun, and these are really fun too. So yeah, I love that hidden little pocket. So cute, right? Nice journaling spot. You don't think it's a journaling spot until, oh, you open it up, right? Oh, journaling spot. All right, so if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. I'd love to see you come back. I've got lots of fun ideas coming up, as usual. And if you like the video, a thumbs up would be awesome. Help spread the channel, get it to more viewers. Every thumbs up tells YouTube, hey, that was a nice video. Maybe somebody else should see it. So, all right, that is going to be it for me today. As usual, thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.